The North Carolina High School Athletic Association basketball championships are in full gear here as we go into the second week in March. And the Stuart W. Cramer women's basketball team upped their record to 28-2 on Friday night. And we're joined now by their head coach, Carrie Pullman. And Coach, congratulations on making it to Winston-Salem and the West Regional Final.
Oh, thank you.
Let's talk about your ball club last night. Huge win, 67-41 over Robinson. Another big double-digit win. What's the key to your team playing so efficiently here in the postseason?
Well, right now I think we have a good balance. Last night Lauren played great. Our center, she had 21 points, 21 rebounds, and 7 blocks. That's a pretty good stat line.
Not bad.
That helps. And then Oshana had 24, and so having a balance. Hadley played well. Our shooting guard, she had 12. So I think just having a balance, and kind of hard to guard that when you got multiple people that can step up and make shots.
In the playoffs so far, you have won games by 26, 18, 17, and 18 again after that Big South final nail-biter and your 1-point win. Your team is on a roll, and right now, as you mentioned, Oshana Holland is just blazing. 53% shooting last night, along with her 24 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. This team is really starting to gel. And as you're sitting on the bench and you're watching this matriculate, is anything catching you by surprise in the way that the Storm is coming together?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a surprise. I think I knew kind of in the beginning that we had a good chance of being here, and I just feel like right now we're really playing well, which is good. We played some really tough teams, and just to beat them the way that we have, I mean, I think we're kind of playing well, shooting the ball well, and I think our defense is getting a little better too. We kind of worked on some things, and that always helps when you can hold them. I think we hold most of them under 40, or around 40, which is good.
We talked about that game against South Point in your Big South tournament final. What did South Point do to make that game close? And were there any things that you took from the scout of that game, your self-scout, that has helped you here in the playoffs?
Well, I think just South Point gives us trouble with their matchups. They have their center, Maya Graham, is really tough. We have trouble stopping her. We tried triangle and 2 against her and still seemed to. Then some of their other players were making shots. So they had a really good game against us. They had a good game plan. They do a good job on defense and kind of stopping us from transitioning. But yeah, they made shots, and then Maya causes us problems every time we play. We played them 3 times, and each one was close. It was we were just fortunate enough to win.
This time of year, you have to be scouting teams all the time. I know that's what you're doing over the weekend, heading into next week's trip to Winston-Salem. What do you know about the 29-1 North Lincoln Knights? They got to the regional final by virtue of a 72-54 win over Oak Grove, and they're riding a 29-game winning streak ever since losing their first game of the year by 68 points. They have not lost a game.
Yeah, we played them last year in the Christmas tournament. We know they got some shooters, and they're a young team too. They got 2 sophomore girls that are pretty darn good. So they present problems with that, and they do a little pressing. So we got to be ready for that. But I think we're up for the challenge.
What is your plan now as your team practices and has to head now to a neutral court setting at the Joel Coliseum in Winston-Salem? It's a different shooting background, a much larger arena. Is there any special way that you'll prepare and get them acclimated to that environment?
Yeah, I just think trying to remind them that, it's still a 10-foot hoop, and, all the dimensions are the same. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's tough, playing somewhere but we've never done it before, so I'm sure there's going to be nerves, and just trying to remind them that it's the same, and just kind of try to settle down, breathe it all in, and have fun.
It's the whole Norman Dale theme from Hoosiers, right? When they go into
right, yeah, get the tape measure out, right?
That has to be a lot of fun. Any superstitions right now for the Storm as you make your way through the playoffs and try to chase that state championship at the Joel Coliseum next weekend in Winston-Salem?
Yeah, we just try to. We're very routine. I try to wear. I got my lucky shirts. I'm not gonna lie. Wearing the lucky shirts, setting out the chairs the same way. I mean, we're very superstitious in that way. But we have our routine and just trying to stick to our routine. We were just talking about, when we're going, trying to get everything as routine as possible. So it's normal for them when we go to the bigger stadium.
That's Kerry Pullman. He's the head coach of the Stuart Cramer Storm, headed to the regional finals of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Basketball Championships in Winston-Salem. Coach Pullman, good luck to you and the Storm.
I appreciate it.
Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot on my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now.